I find one of the best ways to get your sales through within 4 weeks is to make the timescale part of the offer. So when you get an offer on a property, ask the buyer, how quickly can you exchange contracts? Now they might not be ready for that question and they go, oh, I don't really know, how long is it going to take? Just say, well, look, the sooner you can exchange contracts, the more likely the seller is going to accept your offer. So are you going to exchange, would you be able to exchange contracts within 4 weeks or within 28 days? And then if the buyer says, well, I'm not sure, I don't know if my solicitor can do it that quickly, just say, well, look, don't worry if your solicitor can't do it. I know a solicitor that can do it, but does that timescale fit in with you? And often at this stage, the buyers want to do everything they can to get that house. So they might say that their mortgage advisor might not be able to get a mortgage that quickly. And if they say that, you say, well, look, my mortgage advisor can get a mortgage that quickly. But if you can tell me that you can exchange within 28 days, that'll add a lot of weight to your offer and the vendor is more likely to accept your offer. And most buyers who want the house will say, oh, yeah, I'll exchange in 4 weeks. Yeah, if that's what it's going to do to help. Now, you can go backwards and forwards as part of the negotiation process. And when you get to a point where you've got an offer that is acceptable, and say the buyer's offered 490 and the vendor is going to accept 490, then at that point, when you go back to the buyer, in fact, before you go back to them, say to the buyer, this offer of 490, if it is acceptable, I'm going to need you to instruct your solicitors immediately, and I need you're going to get your mortgage forms filled in within 24 hours. You're going to be able to do that, and we need to get a survey done within 7 to 10 days. Are you going to be able to do that? And they said, yeah. And at this point, you've got the buyers where you want them because they're going to do everything you say at this stage. Once the offer's been accepted, if you just say, oh, the offer's accepted, often the buyer's just going to go, oh, great, and everything else drags on. They drag their mortgage application out, they shop around for solicitors. But that's why it's important at this stage, you know which lender they're going to use, which solicitor they're going to use, and they've committed they're going to exchange in 4 weeks. So say the vendor said he'll accept the 490. When you go back to the buyer, I'd be saying something along these lines. The asking price was 500. The seller really wanted 495, as you already know. I know you're only at 490, but the good news is the seller has told me he will accept your offer, and the only reason he's accepting your offer is because you said you can exchange in 4 weeks. So that's a £5,000 discount, but the seller wants to exchange quickly. He doesn't want any messing about. He doesn't want it dragging on. So that's fantastic news. We need to get the ball rolling immediately. Get on the phone to your solicitors immediately. I'm going to email your solicitors and get them instructed, but you need to confirm those instructions. Call them, pay your search fees, fill any forms you need to do, get your mortgage application filled in within the next 24 hours, and let's get the survey done. And as soon as the survey's done and we're further down the track, we can change the for sale sign to sold. But I've got other people who are interested, who are at the open house, we've got other offers, but they wanted to accept your offer because you could exchange quickly. So let's get it exchanged quickly. And as soon as it's exchanged, you know it's yours, it's legally binding, and you don't have to worry about anyone else being involved. So it's a fantastic deal you've got there. Let's get the ball rolling. So that's what I'd be saying to the buyer. Hopefully you found that useful, but make the timescales of exchanging as part of the negotiation, and it's an essential part of the offer. It's not just what the buyer's offered and which solicitor they're using and which mortgage advisor they're using. How quickly can they exchange contracts? Essential part of the negotiation. Hope that was useful.